Hey there, I'm Makita, a small town girl with big dreams who started a podcast with an old headset and a laptop at my kitchen table and made my dreams come true. On my podcast, Time for Tea with Makita, we chat about living life unapologetically on your terms, from career advice, entrepreneurship, relationships, and everything in between. This is your one-stop shop for real conversations and inspiration. If you're looking for connection, then you've found it here. Join me every Tuesday as we dive into those sometimes hard to have conversations. So grab your cup of tea or coffee and get comfy, because this is Time for Tea with Makita, and the tea is definitely hot. All right, welcome back, my friends. I'm Makita. First, I just want to thank you so much for sharing your time, your space, and your amazing energy with me today. If you have ever questioned whether your dreams are too big or achieving your goals are impossible, then this episode will definitely leave you feeling inspired. I have the pleasure and honor to be sitting down with Lateef Whitaker, is the CEO of Anaj Health and Beauty, a natural beauty brand that provides natural makeup, hair care, and skin products. And if that wasn't impressive enough, Lateef is also a radio personality at Red Media Radio, a popular hip hop and R&B station. So I want you to pull up a seat, grab your cup of tea, and get comfy, because the tea is definitely hot. So Lateef, thank you so much for just sharing your time and space with us today.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
Yes. So this is a question that I have to ask everyone. So in 5 words, tell us who you are without all the titles.
Oh, wow. In 5 words, that's okay. An ambitious mother, family member, entrepreneur, kind. It's hard to, I was trying to put it all together, but if that, yeah.
All of those are great, and they definitely describe who you are and what you stand for.
Mhm.
So you had an incredible entrepreneur journey. I love health and beauty, and I am so impressed with the whole Red Media Radio. Like, that is just like so amazing to even, be a part of something that speaks to everyone and really like inspires, motivates, but gives people an opportunity to just be heard.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
what did that career path look like for you?
Well, for Red Media Radio, I definitely cannot take the credit for that. That's something that my fiance built and that he's still building, and he does 99.9% of the work. I just get the perk of having the show simply because he's my fiance. So I literally just do my shows and he does all of the back work. He does amazing back work. So I definitely have to give him all of the credit for Red Media Radio. I do love being a part of it. Wish I was more tech savvy so I could help out more, but unfortunately I'm not. And honestly, even though it would benefit me to learn that stuff, I'm just not interested. Like, that's just one of those things that I will always have to pay somebody else to do, because it's not something that I'm just not. I'm not interested in it. And, it is what it is. I have my own gifts and talents and things that I'm crafty at. So as far as Red Media Radio, that's definitely all him, Mr. Lewis Robinson. And I host What She Said on Red Media Radio.
I definitely get that. I am truly lucky enough that my husband does all the editing, and he puts the podcast together. Like, I just sit, record, and then I'm like, all right, fix it.
Pretty much. I feel bad, and I hear his mouth about it. Got to keep it real. We actually have a show that comes on every Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Real Talk. So, yeah, I definitely, I get it.
Yeah.
But, I'm sorry. It's just, you could give me speeches and tell me, well, what are you going to do if I'm not here? It's like, I'll have to find some help. I don't know. Yeah.
But like you said, you have some other amazing gifts and talents as well, though. So natural beauty is one of those things. And I know was that something that's just kind of happened, or what what led you there?
Well, I mean, I guess it was like a long journey because ever since I was like a little, very little girl, I've always been into like natural healing, herbs. My father used to work in Center City, Philadelphia, and he would bring like herbs home, and I would just like take them. I didn't even know what they did. It's just something that it just felt like it just belonged to part of me. Like I just naturally took on to it. I was like real young, and I would take a teaspoon of garlic and honey every morning with an orange. Like it was just something that just like it was a part of me. I guess if there is a such thing as past life, I must have been some type of natural healer or something in my past life. And from there, just my love of herbs. And then as I got older, I would like start researching different herbs. As I started having children, instead of giving them cough medicine, I'm like giving them a whole different mixture of herbs that, of course, they hated, but they felt better. They liked it. They like the fact that if I get sick, now that they're older, they'll come to me like, Mom, I'm not feeling, you have anything? And they trust me and know that it will help. And then from there, I'm like, just started researching, and I realized that it's a lot more that you can do with these herbs and essential oils and natural food, different foods even that you could use. And I'm like, from there, I just started like, the first thing was the mascara, which was like a lot of work because depending on the base, my first original base was pretty oily. So like the mascara would leave like those dark,
Yeah.
close my eyes, and it would be mascara on the bottom of my eyes. And so I, worked on that, finally mastered that. And then from there, lipstick, lip gloss, and then it was just like foundation, not foundation, blush, eyeshadow, eyeliner. And then from there, it was the hair products. I had 5 girls, so I had plenty of
Yeah.
test models for the hair products. And then that was it. And then, I was nervous. And then eventually I was like, okay, my first cream was my Nudge Health and Beauty hair cream. I'm like, I loved it so much. I'm like, I got to get out of this, being nervous, and just put it out there. Just put it out there. And I sold quite a few bottles when I first launched it.
Wow. Oh, I bet you did. Like more and more, I feel like people are more inclined to go with more natural stuff now because there's so much more information out there to support the fact that it's what you put on your hair and your scalp is so important. That's part of your skin. It's still a layer of your skin. And when you think about that, you want to protect every layer, everything that goes on your body and into your body.
Yes. Yes. Absolutely.
And I love the fact that your dad was the first person that introduced you to like this natural way of living by bringing home these herbs that really like boost your curiosity to like, what can I do with this? And how can I learn more?
Yeah. Yeah. And even like diet wise, my mom is like a vegetable eater. So like when I was younger, when I go to the market, we would like look at different vegetables and try, can we try this? Can we try that? And so, it was like an inside out. That's why the slogan for Nudge Health and Beauty is inside out beauty. So, yeah.
Yes. We did that once with me and I have 2 girls, and I let them one summer, like we just everyone got an opportunity to pick a different fruit that we've never tried. It had to be something that we've never tried to have an opportunity to experience different things.
Yeah.
And it was such an eye opening because then they had to tell me about like what that fruit does for you, how does it benefit us if we're going to be eating this? So it was really, really eye opening.
Yeah. And fun.
Yes, it was really, really fun. So throughout this journey of, like you said, you started with the mascara, which honestly is the first makeup I've ever worn. I was telling my daughter that, like, that was the first thing I bought when it comes to makeup was eyeliner and mascara, like, because my mom wouldn't say much about that if I wore that.
Right.
Right. But what was the most challenging what was the most challenging part for you for not just creating the line, but getting it out there?
Just getting it out there because by nature, I'm kind of introverted. But once you open me up, I was just like, okay, you're going to be quiet now. Like, you just sat here and told me your whole life story. But just, yeah, and that I won't say validation, but the thing I think that a lot of us worried about what people are going to say. But then when you really think about it, it's like you can't even hear what these people are even saying anyway. So does it even, really matter? Or
Mhm.
someone purchasing the product and saying, "Oh my God, I did not like that," or "My hair did not," and but then it was like, no. Once the confidence came, like, no, I love how it makes my hair feel. I love what it's doing for my daughter's hair.
Mhm.
So there's like a 1% chance that I may get. I mean, big companies that are out there
Mhm.
now. Miguel, everyone loves Miguel, but then you always have those one or two people. It's like, oh, it didn't do anything for my hair, like and it's like I don't think she's home like going crazy about it. It's just like, okay, it didn't do anything for your hair.
Yeah, it's that understanding that you won't be for everyone. Like this product may not be for everyone, but the people that it's meant to be for that will benefit from it will definitely gravitate towards it, and it will help them.
Yeah, yeah, and that's just a good feeling. That's a good feeling when you get that feedback, like, oh my God, I love it. I'm running out. I need to buy more. How can I get more? And so
Yeah. Have you had anyone in your life that been like a mentor to give you advice about your next steps or just really motivating you and pushing you to keep going or just reminding you why you got started in those moments that you're like, okay, what am I doing?
out of everybody, really, my fiance.
Yeah.
Really, he's the one because when I met him, I was just telling him, like, I remember, like, I was telling him, like, somehow in a conversation, I was like, yeah, I want to, make mascara. He's like, well, you can do it. Everything I would say that I wanted to do, he's like, well, you can do it. You can work on it. So, yeah, definitely.
I am a true believer that you can manifest whatever life that you want
Yeah.
if you just have this I guess the understanding that for me there's no such thing as failure and fear is not really it doesn't exist.
Right. Right. It doesn't exist. And once you overcome it, you start wondering why you were ever afraid in the first place.
Yeah, because what I've learned is that the people that opinions matter to me the most are already rooting for me to win. Like they want to see me succeed. And because these are the people that actually hold a position in my life that is, you know, important to me, then
Hmm.
everything else is just extra noise.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. And then, you get to and not to be the Debbie Downer, but, for anybody that's even thinking about it and you have people that's close to you and maybe these aren't the conversations you're having with these people and you fear that, it's going to change how they feel about you or change how they look at you or how they deal with you, then, that's the hardest part is that these are the people that are being weeded out of the way anyway.
Hmm.
So it's really a win-win.
It is. It really, really is.
So, wish them nothing but the best and hold them close to your heart. Pray for them, have nothing but love and send positive energy. But this is your journey, so you have to, stay on your path.
Hmm. No matter where that, you have to have faith in the gift that you were given to keep
Yeah.
going.
Yep.
Tell me a little bit more about the hair care line because I find for especially women of color, natural hair, it can be difficult finding the right product that works, especially if you're looking for an option that is all natural without all the chemicals.
Well, the hair care line, I'm actually working on revamping it because I am in the middle of some life changes. So I'm going to relaunch everything in the spring. But basically, with the hair care line, it's just me researching, putting things together. A lot of formulas, don't turn out right. So I won't waste it. I'm like, well, I'll use this defective formula for myself. I know it has all of the products and it has all of the benefits, but the form is just like nobody's going to buy it. And then, I just keep going at it until, I come up with the formula that not only holds all of the benefits, but also is attractive to, the eye. And
Mm-hmm.
So basically from there, I just, bottle it up. And I also use the products on not only myself, but my daughter's hair, all of my daughter's hair also, because even though they're all sisters, and even though I'm their mother, all of our hair has a slight, even though it's the same, it still has a slightly different something. So
Mm-hmm.
if I use it on my hair and then I use it on all of my daughter's hair and I see that we all get great results, I'm like, okay, this is something for everyone. And
Yeah.
then if I do something maybe on my hair and it's not so good, but because I have a softer graded hair, but it works better on one of my daughter's hair, I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, so I can gear this towards people with this type of hair.
Yeah. So just being able, the fact that you have your daughters to kind of like be your test models, how do
Mhm.
they feel about being a part of this journey, because they are a part of it and getting like the first sample of what's next?
I think for the most part they like it. The younger ones like to play in it. I'm like, you can't, like, no, no. This is, I'm
Yeah.
using this. This is a good batch. Play with the
Yes.
bad batch. But yeah, they like it. They look forward to me, other than the whole aspect of me doing their hair. But they enjoy, the results, the end results,
Hmm.
and
My daughter, go ahead.
no, I'm saying, and they like to help make it, even though sometimes that's more of a hindrance. So,
Yeah.
because it's like, no, I only need a quarter cup, and they put the whole. I wanted to get so excited to help, and it's like, oh my god. So now I have to double everything. I said a quarter, and you put a half a cup. So now I have to.
Go back and
Mhm.
Ah, that is so fun though, because that's like creating memories and stories that they'll be able to tell like forever.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. My youngest daughter was like 10 when she told me she wanted to go natural. And I think she thought that would cause me not to do her hair.
Hmm.
She thought being natural would mean she wouldn't have to worry about getting her hair done. But she actually encouraged like the rest of us to go natural. Like 2 years after that, I started my locks. And then a couple of years later, my oldest daughter started her locks. So it's been a journey.
Hmm. Yeah, and seeing the results, and I mean, I've always been one. I still go to like the hair supply store and I buy different products and brands.
Hmm.
Um, I just, love that whole atmosphere. And, I still buy the dollar lip gloss at the counter. And even though in my head I'm saying you could just go home and make some, but I'm like, no, it's like something fun about uh one supporting, another brand, especially if I see like another small black owned brand, I'll definitely buy it.
Hmm.
Doesn't matter, but it's like throwing yourself into that world and just immersing yourself, because somehow something may come to you,
Yeah.
from just supporting another person or another brand that's similar to towards yours. It's like, that synchronicity of just, I would say, interacting if it's a person, but just, putting yourself completely in that world. And you
Hmm.
may not even really know what it is that, that you're getting from it, but subconsciously you're taking away something.
Oh, yeah. Just being intentional about showing up for others without the expectations of getting something. But in return, it's like they say this, what you give out, you give back in, the universal law of attraction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. I wish more people got it, but
What has been the most exciting part of this journey for you in creating your own hairline, your own makeup line? What has been the most exciting thing so far?
just living each day, up until each present moment and saying, wow, I can't believe, like, at one time this was just a thought. And then at one time this was just you experimenting. And then, at one time this was just you telling somebody, or extra excited, like, oh my God, I made a lipstick. And now here it is, I have to reorder bottles and lipstick tubes, and being able to, like, right now, I'm not on the break, but I'm doing a lot of behind the scenes stuff. I'm working on a lot of new products to add. So like I have nothing available unless like it's a neighbor or somebody that I personally know, and I can like whip a batch of something up or say, well, I've been working on this, you can have this. But just being able to do that, if you're working for a job, you can't just take that break. So it's like a mental break, but it's also helping me build a Notch Health and Beauty to another level.
So what's next? Where do you see this growing? As you said, you are gearing up for, the spring. How do you see your business line growing, and what do you expect to happen next?
Well, I expect people to be able to go, because right now I just have it in my I'm going to have everything in my Facebook shop because that's just easier for me. I did have a website, but trying to manage that and the children, had to remind myself, like, one, I'm a mother first, and two, like, how are you going to do all of this and take care of the children, manage a website, do this and do that, remember to post Facebook, remember this, remember that. So is just the hopes that once I put everything in the shop, and how it goes, you share it to your Facebook page, that somebody, doesn't have to be everybody, just even if it's a sister, or a friend that knows me personally is like, oh my God, I saw that, how can I get it? Just the excitement that people are, yeah, looking forward or even interested in purchasing something.
Oh yeah, and I don't never think you can get too much lip gloss.
Never.
You can never have too much of any type of beauty product. I can never have too much makeup or eyeshadow palettes. Like, I want it all. Like, I just love having the opportunity to have different stuff. But I find myself now gravitating more towards more natural stuff than ever before.
But that's one of the benefits of my makeup. It's not a makeup that is supposed to totally transform you. It's supposed to bring out that inside out beauty. So it just enhances your natural features that you already have. And they still have color to them, but I mean, like, you can get a blue eyeshadow, but you can also get an eyeshadow that's more of a bronze or a cinnamon tone or almond tone. So the goal for Notch Health and Beauty's makeup is to, make you feel good and appreciate who you are, the reflection that you see in the mirror, and not feel like, it's like you're wearing makeup, so you're satisfying that feminine side of you, but at the same time, you're not totally transforming the person that you are.
Yeah. I like the inside out beauty, the whole mission statement and vision for that. And you're right. I don't have time in the morning to put on full makeup. I don't. I have a lot of things going on. And if I can put on the mascara and eyeliner and throw some eyeshadow on, that's probably as good as it's going to get.
Yeah.
I might not even get to the eyeliner for real. It just may be the eyeshadow for real, just depending on the day,
Right.
So how has your parents felt about how you've taken your knowledge of natural herbs and taken all of that experience in creating something so incredible?
Well, they have 9 children. I'm one of 9. So they, I think they're just like, just watching. I think they're happy, they're proud of me. They want to see, how far, I can go with this. They don't really, I think, like most parents, they don't take the credit, for it. I think it's just like, as parents, it's just like we drop these jewels and we tell our children things. And if they go far with it, then great, but it's like, we selflessly give them the knowledge and these life lessons, and we kind of just let it go. Like, good, you did that with it. You may every once in a while remember like a conversation or something. I think that's pretty much how it is with my parents. They remember, different conversations and things that we did, but I don't even think that it really sunk in that you planted, this seed.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think parents do. They just, like you said, they drop some gems and they hope something that they said inspires you and motivates you and gives you the courage to take it to the next level. But at the end of the day, they're just proud that you decided to live your life on your terms and doing things that make you happy.
Yep, exactly.
So, what is one piece of advice you would give to other entrepreneurs or other women out there that are thinking if they've not started their own business or they're in the process of getting things started and they just feel like, oh my gosh, this is too much at times?
And the simplest advice that I try to tell everybody is just do it. Like, just do it. Once the idea pops in your head, just start doing something. It may not happen, in a month. And when I don't mean success, I mean if you're working on creating something, a lotion, a hand cream, or whatever it is, just start. And the pieces will start to put itself together. You'll find yourself in the places where you need to be at and around the people that you need to be around, and even the conversations. And it could be a conversation with someone you'll never ever see again in life. But
Mhm.
once you get in mind and know that's what you want, then the path is already paved before you. You just have to keep going down it.
That is some great advice because I think a lot of us can under have been in places in rooms with people that don't even know what an impression they've made or just said something so simple that has been life changing and transformation. Maybe it's something you've even heard before. It's just hearing it from someone else is just like, oh my God, I got this now. Like this was
Right,
such great information.
right. You just make the decision. Once you make that one decision, I mean, because I feel like, from my own personal journey, it was just usually, because life isn't perfect, it's something that it's that one thing that's like you have like 500 things that's making your life not perfect. But then it's that one thing that's in your face every day that like this is just a hindrance. If it's a person, a habit, whatever it is, it's like this is a hindrance. Once
Mhm.
you make that decision to either let go of that habit or a habit that you may have to pick up, or pick up that habit, everything else just starts to come together.
Mhm. I need encouragement. I like being around people that are inspired and that are not afraid to say, "Hey, I want to learn from you," or "Hey, can I learn this from you?" Because I feel like when you get a group of people in a room, everybody has something different to bring to the table that will
Mm,
help this person.
yes. Yep. Exactly.
Yeah. So, what does it mean to you to live life unapologetically at this
Uh,
moment here and now?
just being my just being my authentic self, which I think, that's work within itself. But thankfully, I have 8 children of my own, and you can learn a lot from children. You can I have ages ranging from a 1 year old all the way up to 22-year-old twins. And even though they're not technically children, but in this world, they are like babies.
Mhm.
So, you just learn from the young people. Really, young people can really teach you a lot.
So tell people how they can connect with you and how they can learn more about your beauty line and, just to when everything starts going off, like how they can get their hands on some lip gloss, some mascara, eyeshadow, and them hair care products.
Mhm. So I'll be relaunching everything in the spring. I am taking, like I said, people have actually, you can shoot me a instant message on my Facebook page, Anaj Health and Beauty, and I will still do some custom products depending on what it is that you want. I do shampoo, conditioner, hair oil, which I have a really good one that's launching. My son is growing dreads, and he said, "Oh, mom, it's working." Hair cream. I have a hair lotion that I just love so much. I'm like, oh my God, when I make more, I'm gonna have to put like 5 bottles to the side. But and like you said, the natural makeup, just everything health and beauty. Um, I am going to be working on launching some tutorials as far as diet stuff, only because the whole FDA and so many different clearances that would take for like my baby to turn like 6 for me to have the time to deal with that part of it.
Mhm.
But a lot is going to be going on with the Notch Health and Beauty. And you can find me on Facebook at INOJ Health and Beauty. And if you're interested in some hair products, you can shoot me a message and I will make your special batch and ship it to you.
I like that. I like that. Well, thank you so much for just sharing your time with us. This was an amazing, insightful conversation.
Thank you. I enjoyed it.
Yes. Now, that was a lot of hot tea, and I hope you were taking notes and sipping slow. But just in case you missed something, no worries. In the show notes, you will find all the tea, as well as you can connect with our guest, Latif. So, now do me a favor, go leave a review. I would love to hear some of your feedback. And if we're not already connected on IG, I want you to hit me up on Instagram at Makita Smith _ and I can't wait to connect with you. Now, that is all the tea that I have to spill today, but don't forget to join me each and every Tuesday for more delicious hot tea. Until next time, namaste.